have condensified itself into this world for some reason. Does it get lower? Does it get lower? No, it doesn't get lower. It only gets higher from here because it just loops back around. Like imagine it as we're right here, Earth, right? And then there's all these other higher worlds that your soul and energy has to travel through. But right below it is the highest. Right below Earth is the highest world. Like it's looping around in a circle. In a circle. A sphere. But then, now that you're imagining the circle and the sphere, imagine it as just expanding into just everything else. So, do souls become energy? Yes. Energy. I want to know your definition. I would like to know your definition of the soul. And I would like to know your definition of energy. Because the way I look at energy is, okay, we're energy, I'm energy, we're all energy. There's nothing that's not energy. Energy is what travels through these worlds and through these places. And then the soul is just...
You know why?
Yes. The soul is what your awareness. You are the awareness of the soul that is traveling through forms of energy. And then, spirit. The spirit is the energy and the soul and the awareness all together. And that is the higher power that is energy. Talia, anything to add? What is your opinion on energy? Energy and the soul.
The soul is powered by energy.
Okay. The soul is powered by, according to Talia, the soul is powered by energy, and Talia is actually a Palladian. And whenever I was 14, I got attacked by a something, and my heart was replaced with, not really sure, but it's different. It's different now, and my sister's soul was replaced because multiple. Yeah, that's another thing. Is the soul is like the body is the vehicle for the soul. Okay, and that awareness was a spirit. Awareness is spirit that exists at every possible point in timeline possible. Is spirit, is awareness of soul, and this could also be, and like soul music, like that it resonates with your soul, is because the soul is just the soul is what's here trying to have a mission. It has a mission to fulfill, and it's always just based upon whatever frequency was existing before that. And then what happens? The soul goes into a body, right? The soul goes into a body, the soul goes into another body, the souls are just jumping around through all these bodies, and one body can have multiple souls travel through it. I don't know, maybe you could probably have one body with multiple souls in it. And that's why people say, okay, I feel that on a soul level because it's a feeling, and what you always feel is energy. So yeah, I like that. I like that question. And anyways, she got replaced she got replaced with a Palladian, or she's been this way this whole time, and it's just like something crazy activated. She doesn't know it, but she drops wild hints, and it's kind of freaky. Anyways, yeah. So you can have one body, and like your soul could leave your body, right? And then another soul enters, just because that's what the soul needs to experience at that moment. It needs to experience something, an experience at the rate of whatever life form it is moving into. And so reincarnation is constantly happening, because what this is the soul, well, spirit is just chilling, right? And then the soul is hopping through infinite dimensions. Infinite dimensions. Like, I always talk about these infinite dimensions because that's the most important part. That's the most important part, because then we know that we're not just standing here. We're standing everywhere. This body is. And so have I been multiple souls in a body? Maybe. One time I was talking to this lady, and she said this. She's like, okay, I feel as though you got a soul transplant. And I said, what? Like, soul transplant? Like, it did not resonate with me. Like, what I thought was, what I said as a response was, no. What happened was, I was this soul, and then another soul came in, and then I became the original soul that I actually am. And I mean, that was just a spark of blah blah blah. But now what I'm saying is, I need to stress that all of the souls are the same soul. See, this entire spiel, it hasn't been on that. It hasn't been you in the context of that. But that's how I should start off, is all of these souls are spirit. I'm going like this. Anyways, you look, like no, we already, no, y'all been saying a lot. We're always, everything is technically, I'm gonna read all of this, and I'm gonna read it. Personally, I think we're all equal. Do you believe souls become energy, or do you believe in souls at all? Technically, everything is energy, right? Yeah, everything is energy. When you pass away, you can't die 'cause you're still energy. Everything is energy, even nothing is energy. We are always energy. No, we're already our energy. Our energies stay the same throughout our entire time on this universe, which is always, because time is a straight line. Hey bro, like a moving force that makes it take from something else. I was never created, I always am. If you look at a dog, it still has energy. Melanin, do you think dissociative identity disorder is actually multiple souls trying to take one form? That really blows my mind. Thank you for saying that. That's so smart, bear. I'm possessed with a legion, the energy song. I don't know what WTF. Yeah. So the way that I've always looked at dissociative disorder is is like a higher perception, right? Because okay, you're not the body, right? You're not even the soul, like you're the spirit, like living that. Okay, you're that, and then yeah, all that. Yeah, so um, which it can feel great when when you when when you know that, but also sometimes you have ideas and you have thoughts and you have ambitions and you have people, family members, and like in this ego, in this world, and it's like, oh, wait, I don't know any of them. This is freaky. This is weird. Personally, personally, it's really perception of it because I don't really want to feel as though this existence is normal. Although it may be helpful because then I could do more, maybe. But I will always, but I will always keep in mind that this is not this normalcy. This normalcy is strange. It's weird. Like this existence, like whoa, this is happening. I'm really in this. Oh no, I'm not this body. I'm looking in the mirror, and it's like, what, dissociating from the body because I'm always just aware of the body. So I don't want, and see, the reason, before I had even, I've always felt, this is dissociation, but before I even had heard of it as being a disorder, which I probably wouldn't say it's a disorder. I'd say it's a feeling. And really, I say every disorder. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say every disorder is a feeling. Um, you just get used to having a feeling, and you get addicted to the feeling, and then it becomes a disorder. And you can get addicted to things you don't like. You can. You really can. But you do like it. You do like it. You can like things that don't give you pleasure. And I'm not talking about liking pain, because if you like pain, that you're getting pleasure from pain. But there's a part of you that wants destruction and darkness and wants to feel crazy, wants to feel like nobody understands, and or that you don't understand, or all that nature. And that's what we're trying to, that's just a polarity, and that's the polarity we're trying to fight. And we're not trying to fight the polarity. We're always trying to merge the polarities. So do I think oh yeah, so before I even thought of it as a disorder, the way that I thought of it was that I had learned about yoga, right? And in yoga, they they always stress about like Advaita Vedanta yoga specifically. They'll say one question. You're just supposed to think about this question. Keep the question on your tongue. Keep the question on your tongue, and the question is, who am I? And you're supposed to say, I'm not, like, who, okay, question for you. Who are you? I'll just do it for me. Who am I? Am I Torin? Am I Torin? Am I Torin's guardian? Am I atsalt? No, I'm not. Okay. Am I a human? No, I'm not. Am I a personality? No. Am I my hands, my fingers, any of this? No. Am I? And then it just, spoiler alert, it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going until until it's like nothingness. You are nothingness because you're not any of it. You're not even the soul, and it just brings it straight back to pure to pure awareness. That's what you are at any moment. So, am I really trying to associate with things, with this? No, I'm trying to experience this, and then I'm using that form to talk about yoga more. I'm using that form of yoga and merging it with the form of yoga that's like, okay, you're here, so go for it. Experience, party, dance, live it up. Live it up. Live it up. Live it up while you can. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And my whole life, I've always just, no matter what, it's like, okay, I need this stimulus, invite this person over, go to this place, go to the next place, adventure, create, take over, I came, saw, conquer type thing. Because it's only natural to be infinite, you need to experience everything. And so it's only natural to want to experience so much. But the thing is with that is they always say like, okay, there's long-term experience and then there's short-term experience or like pleasure, and you need to choose between the long-term pleasure and the short-term pleasure, but you don't. As long as you just follow your intuition and your higher power, that higher power that you believe in, which could be anything, because you always believe in a higher power. Like even if you think you don't, you're believing in your conscious mind and what your conscious mind has to say. Okay? You're believing in your gut feelings or of what you see. You're believing in your senses. And I mean, the senses are here for the soul. The senses are here for the soul. So, yeah, no, I'm not this. I don't want to dissociate. I don't want to associate. I want to dissociate. But simultaneously, me, I'm always talking about like, I'm God. I am everything. See, I am the universe, but I'm not the universe. What? Confliction? What? This is how we started off. This is how we full circled right back to the source. The source of how this all began was saying, yes, no. How about maybe so? How about both? Always. Because something and nothing is everything. So yeah, I dissociate from it. And through doing that, it's like the conscious mind looking to the subconscious mind and then up to the unconscious mind and just channeling, divinity. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. For some reason. So, but the question was, do I think that it could be multiple souls trying to get into a body at once? No, maybe. I mean, no. But yes, because I'm now visualizing that and thinking about it, so that does occur, that is occurring. And because of you had that idea, that means it exists somewhere in one of these infinite probable universes. So, but why would that be happening? Why would that be happening? Do we have multiple, like, in one moment, do we have, that was the question, like, do we have multiple souls in our body? But who's saying we? Who's saying do we? Who has the soul? Who has the soul? Yeah, that was the energy song. So, with sociopathic tendencies and psychopaths individuals, could it just be the stronger soul takes dominance in certain situations? Well, if you're sociopathic or psychopathic, man, that's do I do I even believe in I don't think I don't think I even believe in that manner. Because that almost does more harm, more damage than curing somebody, is telling them that they're psychotic and that they have something wrong with them. That does more damage because then that puts it into their head that they're a victim. And that's what I was saying with disorders not being disorders, they're just feelings. That puts it into their head, and it makes them, it victimizes them into a state of like, okay, this is what's wrong with me. But it's also an explanation if they're really feeling crazy, because crazy would be the perfect example of what's not a disorder, is a feeling. Because I feel crazy sometimes, and I know is it me just tapping into the thoughts of the collective. Well, I just got like the thoughts of the collective, or is it like a sign? Because okay, so I was talking about that, but just drifted off into something that happened earlier. Was there were these dudes? They were like redneck dudes, and they were like drinking and like playing guitar and stuff, and wearing their football clothing. And then I walk in, and they're like, "Oh man," and they're all like, "Oh man, you're a little different." I'm like, well, they don't say that. That's just like, well, yeah, no, they do. They end up saying that, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that different. I mean, I'll sing the Johnny Cash. I sang the Johnny Cash song with you. I'm just like the man. I'm just like colorful, I guess. And they're like, just because like from seeing me, they can sense a rebellion, like a rebellion from the norm, and it started making me think, okay, that's just their culture. I mean, if I'm in a culture, like usually I'm in a culture full of people that, all don't dress the same. They all dress different, and they're all, basically like that. And I started thinking, okay, so every human is an aspect of as being the same soul, it was like the version, and then people that you meet are like projections of you, in a way. and you're just a projection of them, and like you met them to show you a certain side of yourself. And I was like, okay, that's that side of me that always, or not always, just there's like deep within that is limited by culture and like how things need to be. So however that so did I so if I so that sounds as though, I mean, I'm definitely not dissing them. I'm just maybe not, it's the first moment I've tried to explain this, but that's probably why it came out in that fashion. But I mean, fashion, right? Soul, how we got there, I don't know, but that just really ties it together. That ties it together. Feeling a stronger soul takes dominance in certain situations. Yeah, that's what you were asking. So would that be that would a stronger soul be a soul that has experienced more? Maybe. But I mean, when it comes to like psychopaths, they just don't really care. There's so many different types, so yeah, that's not one I could really understand at this very moment. Soul, body, mind, and environment takes part in shaping an individual, but I personally believe the soul is the most susceptible and yet the strongest part of a living being. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Because your soul is always there, no matter what. Okay, I need to talk about this light again. So that light up there, it hurts my eyes whenever it's on, but then but then this light I can just stare at, and it's all right. But yeah, it's the everything that we do affects our soul's growth, while simultaneously our soul cannot be touched. It can't be damaged. Our soul can't be damaged because anything that we do, no matter if it's negative or positive, any situation that we come into, it's there in order for our soul to grow. Bake it, get down, freak it, live stream with me. I'm the path, you're Torrance path. Freaking it in the most dimensional ways. Man, I wish I got that. Gabe, before you left. Cause I like that you said that. I like that you said freaking it in the most dimensional ways. That was really, that really blew my mind there. And yeah, I'll live stream with you. Man. Some people just, not any of you, but like, yeah, freaking it in the most dimensional ways, for sure. Needs more truth. Sprinkle some bars on it, baby. Yeah, you're right. Needs more truth. But how about I hop in the booth? I think that this is what I'm used to, is sprinkling the salt on the vault, and then it opens up the door for this dog. I just don't know why things gotta be like limitations and frustrations, you know? I mean, I'm down to feel that, but it's like you're not down to feel that. You're just feeling, you're like restricting yourself from acceptance of the moment. You're still up at 11 a.m. Gonna be freestyling? DMs, fool. You're not crazy. Vibrate with you, brother. Aw, cute pup. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not crazy, but I am crazy. Crazy. I mean, what do all the crazy people say? You know, what does the Mad Hatter say? You know, think about it. They say it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. It's all mental. Guess what? Guess what the king of philosophy says? Guess what the guy who created philosophy says? That same thing. That same thing. Oh my God, Jory. Jory. Yeah. Hey, Jory. Sorry for keeping you wait. I didn't realize you were still here until I clicked on who's here, and then you were here. What's up?
I like the talk though. It's like the perfect zen and just like what I'm going through too. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I actually just lost my job two
What?
days. I got fired.
Wow. Cool.
You know why? Because I was making videos.
Wow. That's too great. That's too funny, man. I mean, yeah, I used to make videos. I used to make videos whenever I had a job at the job, and they didn't even mind. It was at a hot dog place. It was weird. But anyways, like that's I mean, that's exciting. Now you have I mean, that was such a good job because they paid you to make videos, but I guess you weren't allowed to make videos.
It was inevitable. I knew that it was coming. So
Well,
like I took some precautions. I actually didn't prepare at all.
I mean, if you knew it was coming, then that's why it happened. Faith. Your faith created it.
I did it. I did it, and I admit it that I created it with my mind.
Yeah, from being worried about it. But also, I'm around people, specifically, um, specifically, well, I guess there's no need to say their name, but someone who instead of thinking about how they're manifesting situations. They're thinking about how they're like realizing the future. Like, so there's a bit of both. Like every premonition is also a manifestation, and then vice versa.
Ooh, it's pretty exciting though. It's like, what's gonna happen next? And like I'm like at a really down point where I'm just going around just like, I'm depressed. But like really, it's all just part of the experience. So everything's cool. It's all good. I meant for it to happen.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm just gonna be in the now. Just like Eckhart Tolle, like he like rings that bell and it goes ding. And then you look around the room and you're like, man, I just have to be in the now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna maybe I'll sell cars to people, or maybe I'll sell houses to people. So I'll just
Hey, or maybe you'll just keep making videos until you're famous, and then you won't have to have another job, and you'll just make videos. I think that that's what's gonna happen.
it will. And I'm gonna make a great video tomorrow where I channel Mocase, the alien from another dimension.
Yeah,
So like,
where's
hey,
Mocase?
dude,
So where's Mocase from?
Mocase is an aspect of my subconscious mind that I bring forth, and it's like unfiltered, just like whatever comes to mind. And then I just keep saying, I am Mocase. So, like, dude, I'm going to put together a program, and people are going to pay like $99.99 per month to hear Mocase transmissions. I got it all planned. It's all planned.
Yeah, I didn't
It's in
know.
the
I mean, I
bag.
remember. I remember your Mocase videos. I didn't realize that you were gonna do more Mocase videos. But those
I'm
are
just
some
gonna keep
weird.
doing it.
That's some weird stuff. I like it's cool. Mocase. I mean, I don't doubt that Mocase is exist. I don't think that it's. I mean, I know. So, okay, you're using your subconscious mind. You're getting in touch with your subconscious mind in order to let Mocase speak through you, but Mocase is like an actual other entity. Because where did you come up with that name Mocase? Where did you come up with the voice? Like what? That's not random. Like none of this stuff we create in this sense is random. Like it all actually exists.
There's this guy named Motaz, and then there's this other dude named Kais. So I just put their names together because I used to work at this fast food restaurant, and I'm like, I'm just gonna call him Mocase. And then like I got it from Bashar. Bashar, he like does the triangle, and he's like, "Greetings, Earthlings. How are you doing today?" And then people just like start clapping, like, "Yeah, he's channeling the alien." So like I'm like, dude, people want to hear aliens, and I like it's just entertainment. But is it really? Is it real? Am I really tapping into something? Who knows? But it's almost like when you're driving in a car and then you go on like you like forget what's happening. Like that's the state of mind that I have to be in, where it just comes out unadulterated, unfiltered.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's what I try to do. That's what I try to do always. I always want to be channeling. I just always want to be channeling. That's all where I feel. See, I had this. I guess the context doesn't matter, but I'll say it anyways. I was like, I just got home or something from like biking, and I was just like thinking, and I was thinking all this like stupid stuff, like mundanity, and I was just like, okay, my thoughts don't matter. like anything I think about, anything I do doesn't, well, no, what I do matters. The only thing that matters is what I do. Because I'm just a vessel for bringing out for expression. I'm just a vessel for expression. Because if I wouldn't exist without, I mean, I would, but I wouldn't exist if I didn't say the word I. You know, I'm channeling some cosmic goo. But yeah,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
but then I was saying, like, okay, even the things I talk about, unless, like, most of the time, it's just ridiculousness, and what I need to be doing is making art, because that's like the mission of what the robots want me to do. You know, the whatever they are, whatever it is that's speaking through me.
It's me though, right? I'm
What?
speaking through you. I'm speaking through you right now. And you're doing the same with me. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's really going on? It really doesn't matter, right? There really isn't any meaning. We're giving it meaning right now.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. You see, yeah, I mean, I'm speaking through, right, you're speaking through me, I'm speaking through you, but the ones that are speaking are like something else, speaking. I mean, what I was just talking about was, soul, soul. How does all that relate to, like, soul, spirit, awareness? I say it completely, oh, oh, almost fell asleep.
God bless.
I say it completely does relate to that, because you're speaking, like, you're speaking your soul. Whenever you let go, you're speaking your soul, and your spirit is just watching it. And your soul, maybe your soul is the extraterrestrials that are experimenting on us, you know? Maybe that's a metaphor for, the higher dimensional entities.
I really believe that something is coming in. Something is coming in and like sending the message. And like it is me. It's me. So wait a sec. We need to plug it in. We need to plug up. I'm plugging it up. Okay, we're gonna go sideways here. It's me. It's all me. You are
Yeah,
me. Maybe.
but also not.
I love it though. Like it's cool. It's cool because I created it. Like really, there wouldn't be anything if I didn't create this. And like it's exciting what's going to happen, and I just have to chill out and not be too like depressed and man.
Right. I just want to, like, right. I mean, even when I'm just talking, doing a normal live stream, I'm like, I want to be in the flow. I want to be, And that would be another way. That would be another way to say channeling is you're in the flow. You are in the flow, like the flow state. Like anytime you're in a state of flow, it's like you're channeling, pretty much.
Dude, I'm gonna make a Mo-Case video tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you a shout out. Mo-Case, it ain't gonna be me. Mo-Case will give you a shout out. He's gonna be like, "Atsalt, he is really cool. I am Mo-Case."
Well, I think you just did that right now, but what you should do is you need to ask Mo-Case. You need to ask Mo-Case what I should do. What I need to know. What information that I need to know.
Just keep making videos. I am Mo-Case. That's all we have to do. I am Mo-Case.
But yeah, oh yeah. So another form of that flow and channeling would be intuition, right? Like without without thinking, just like speaking without thinking, without thinking. And they always say, when you're little, they always say, you gotta think before you speak, because you're gonna say rude shit. But this is different. This is different than that, because you're not thinking before you're speaking, and you're not just like channeling. You can channel your ego, right? Or you can channel, your soul. You can channel your subconscious. Man, when you live, okay, so if the dream world is a complete projection of your subconscious, what if you just lived completely in your subconscious while awake?
That would be interesting to see what happens. Like I just
what would happen?
I'd be kind of afraid though. Like,
well, life would become a lucid dream.
I just want to be able to walk through walls and to walk on water and then raise people from the dead and zap people with electricity through my hands.
Do you have a question?
Oh shit. Fucking tarot cards are coming out.
Do you have a question?
What do you got there? Rider Waite tarot cards.
Yes. What's your question?
Yerp.
Oh yeah, hey, what should Jory do? What should Jory do now that he got fired?
Yeah, Jory doesn't know what the fuck to do. He's just living in the now. So Rider Waite, Tarot, Spirit, my higher self, what should I do? And this goes for everybody. This goes for everyone that is watching, because you are me.
See, I don't even ask, like, I just say, like, boom. I just go, damn it. Damn it. Damn, I spilled some. Okay, earlier it was hilarious. I was walking out of Panda Express with my friend, and then my friend accidentally moves the door into me, and then it hits the door, like hits me, and then I go, and then my drink just like spills, like flings all over the place, and apparently one of my cards got wet. So dang. But anyways, yeah, I don't even say like spirit, like I guess it could be, I guess that is a good way to say it.
I just say that because that's what this one witch was saying on YouTube. So I just copy. I just copy what people do.
You do? Yeah, I don't. I can't. I can't do anything that's ever been done before, for I am infinite energy and I must experience something new.
I like it. I
So,
like it.
anyways, I just say like these things are straight up magic. Like there's no other way to explain it. Which yeah, I mean you could explain that by saying your subconscious and your higher self. You know, your subconscious accessing your higher self. Yeah. So I guess that would be the way to explain it. But I'm just like, okay, these things are magic. Okay. Uh, so yeah, what does Jory need to do? Oh, whoa, what'd you get? You pulled one?
I
What is
got the Ace of Discs. It's like peeling away all the bullshit and all the different
Ace,
layers.
Ace of
Kind of,
Discs?
looks like a tree trunk.
Ace of Discs? So is the discs the pinnacles?
I don't know. What do you got? I'm not. I haven't studied Rider White.
That's so cool. Okay. Um, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Seven of Swords. I mean, you need to collect, before you do anything, you need to collect your thoughts and your ideas. You have so many of them, and you need to collect them, but you need to collect them. Notice how two of them, you're collecting all of those, but then two of them are stuck in the ground. The two of them is like the moon, and your creativity. You know, you need to collect them. You need to stop. See, this is exactly different from what we were just saying. But, so I'm just, just like channeling the card. And this, you need to step away from creating and gather your thoughts and ideas into a concise manner. But this is a Seven of Swords. And seven represents Neptune. And that's mystery.